his way. With all the concerns about head injuries and concussions, Assemblyman Michael Benedetto from the Bronx wants to ban kids tackling other kids under the age of 14. He's also looking to stop heading the ball in youth soccer. Brandon Lewis was at today's announcement. He joins us in the studio now. And Brandon, how about it? We remember that name because I think he tried something like this last year. Is it the same plan or has he got a new one this time?
It's a little bit different, Liz. Last year's bill was only up to the age of 10. Now he wants to take it a step further by amending that bill and adding a second bill for soccer. Today he was joined by those close to the debate to push for the change, but not everyone thinks it's needed. Images of young kids playing football just like the pros are common when fall hits, but at least one lawmaker is concerned about the hits kids are taking on the field.
We don't want our young kids who are more vulnerable to what can be permanent head injury. We don't want them exposed to that.
Last year, Assemblyman Benedetto proposed a ban on tackle football for youth younger than 10. Now he's revising that to 14.
I was persuaded to lower the age. I'm bringing the age back up to 14 with an amendment, okay? If we truly want to protect our children, there's no reason to play around here.
Doctors say children's brains don't develop more protection until around age 13, and their neck muscles are weaker.
That bobblehead doll effect means that not a very hard blow to a youngster's head will cause a much greater force to the brain than that same blow would to an adult's head.
I think it's a little silly, and you know, having been in youth football for all these years, I can tell you at least at particularly at the younger ages, they don't generate enough force. We call them pillow fighters. They just bump into each other and fall down.
Scott McCart spent the last 15 years as a coach and says he and other coaches make sure to train players on how to stay safe.
We're following with the NFL initiative for heads-up tackling, trying not to lead with your head and seeing what you tackle, keeping your head up, proper head and shoulder positioning and techniques.
Now, the bill could get voted on during next year's legislative session. Today, we also spoke with a mother whose son is suffering from permanent brain damage after playing youth football. You'll hear from her coming up tonight at 6:30.
I'm sure she has a very different viewpoint, but every time we hear this story, we hear, well, if they ban this, why not target another sport? We're also hearing about soccer now, but are there any other sports on the radar?
Yeah, actually, Benedetto says he's looking at baseball and lacrosse. Yeah, in baseball, he may look to require chin straps on batting helmets and a ban against head-first sliding. In lacrosse, he may look to require helmets for women's lacrosse.
All right, we'll see where all this takes us. Thank you very much, Brandon.